God message for you today. When you develop inner peace, you create a space where you can act thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. This calmness helps you to see the situation more clearly and make decisions that are aligned with your values, without being clouded by emotions like anger or frustration. In such a state, you are better equipped to approach the person who has wronged you or others with understanding, rather than seeing them as an enemy. By practicing patience, empathy, and kindness, you can address the wrong without perpetuating negativity. You can also lead by example, showing that peace is possible even in the face of wrongdoing. This not only helps to potentially guide the other person toward reflection and growth, but also strengthens your own character. Ultimately, stopping someone from doing wrong doesn't mean punishing them. It's about showing them the path to change through your own actions and attitudes. You give them a chance to correct their behavior, and in doing so, you contribute to a more compassionate, just world. The Buddha's answer touches on a profound truth about happiness and peace. True welfare or well-being isn't found in external circumstances, but in the state of our own mind. Life will always have its ups and downs, and we can't control everything that happens to us. However, what we can control is how we respond. The ability to maintain equanimity, remaining balanced and calm in both pleasant and painful situations, means we're not tossed around by the fluctuations of life. It's about cultivating a mindset where we can experience joy and sorrow without being overwhelmed by them. In that space, we are able to smile genuinely, not because everything is perfect, but because we have found peace within ourselves regardless of what's happening externally. This is where true happiness lies, not in the absence of difficulties, but in our ability to navigate them with grace and wisdom. When we develop this inner equilibrium, we can approach life with a deep sense of contentment, unaffected by the fleeting nature of external conditions. This insight aligns with the idea that suffering is often a result of our own mental patterns and reactions. It's not necessarily the external events themselves that cause distress, but how we perceive and react to them. When we allow tension, anger, or fear to build in our minds in response to situations, we create suffering for ourselves. The key is in recognizing that we have the power to shift our responses. When we understand that our thoughts and reactions are the root of much of our suffering, we can begin to practice mindfulness and awareness, which helps us not to get caught up in negative emotions or stress. By training ourselves to respond with calmness, detachment, and clarity, we can reduce the mental tension that leads to suffering. This approach doesn't mean ignoring challenges or pretending everything is fine. It means facing life's ups and downs with an understanding that our peace is within our control. By choosing not to generate unnecessary tension in the mind, we can maintain a deeper sense of inner peace, no matter what the outer circumstances may be. That's an insightful observation. Those who are spiritually minded often develop a heightened sense of empathy and awareness of the world's suffering. This ability to feel the emotions of others and be deeply attuned to the pain and struggles around them can sometimes lead to anxiety and depression. They may absorb the collective suffering of the world and feel overwhelmed by it, especially if they feel a strong desire to help but are unsure how to make a significant impact. The awareness of suffering, whether it's personal, societal, or global, can sometimes lead to a sense of helplessness or a deep emotional burden. Additionally, spiritually minded people may be more introspective, which can also lead to a tendency to analyze their feelings more intensely, sometimes leading to self-doubt, anxiety, or sadness. However, this heightened sensitivity can also be a source of strength and healing. The key is finding balance. While it's important to remain compassionate and aware, it's equally important to practice self-care, set boundaries, and cultivate inner peace. By grounding themselves in practices like mindfulness, meditation, and self-reflection, spiritually minded individuals can find ways to carry the weight of their empathy without becoming consumed by it. It's about finding a way to help heal the world while also healing and nurturing oneself. This perspective reflects a beautiful understanding of the progression of consciousness. It suggests that consciousness exists in varying degrees in all forms of life, from the seemingly inert minerals to the vibrant plants, the instinct-driven animals, and ultimately in humans, where it becomes self-aware. In minerals, consciousness is in a dormant or latent state, simply existing without awareness. In plants, it dreams, suggesting that there is a kind of subtle awareness or life force at play, though not as active or developed as in animals. In animals, consciousness wakes up, becoming more responsive, driven by instincts and senses. Finally, in humans, consciousness becomes self-aware, capable of reflection, reasoning, and introspection. This view can inspire a sense of reverence for all forms of life and encourage deeper connection and understanding with the world around us. It also highlights the potential for human consciousness to continue evolving, suggesting that self-awareness is just one stage in a much larger, ongoing journey of awakening. Rumi's answer beautifully captures the essence of deep spiritual truth. Silence, in this context, isn't about the absence of words or noise, but about the profound stillness that resides within. The radiant one he refers to is often seen as the divine or the true essence of being, a source of wisdom and peace that transcends language and thought. This deeper part of ourselves speaks not through words, but through a silent presence that can be felt rather than heard. When Rumi speaks of silence, he's pointing to that place within us where we are connected to the greater truth of existence, beyond the distractions and noise of daily life. It's in that silence that the most profound understanding and connection occur, without the need for verbal expression. It's as if the divine wisdom is not confined to the limitations of language, but is simply experienced through being. For Rumi and many mystics, silence isn't emptiness, but fullness, a space where the deepest truths are felt and known. It's a reminder to look within and experience the stillness where true wisdom and peace reside. This reflects a beautiful perspective on decision-making. The idea that there is no inherently right or wrong decision suggests that life is less about following a predefined path and more about fully committing to whatever choice we make. When we put our heart, energy, and intention into something, we are creating meaning and growth through the process, regardless of the outcome. The key is in embracing the journey with dedication and presence. Every decision, even if it doesn't turn out as expected, becomes a valuable learning experience that helps us grow and evolve. It's not the decision itself that defines us, but the way we approach it with sincerity, passion, and commitment. This mindset removes the pressure of perfection or fear of making mistakes, allowing us to live more freely and confidently. It's about trusting ourselves and having the courage to follow through, knowing that every step we take is part of our unique path. Ultimately, when we give our all to whatever we do, it transforms into something meaningful, no matter how it unfolds. This captures a powerful truth about the nature of control and surrender. Often, we cling to outcomes, expectations, and the need to control every detail of our lives. However, when we let go, whether it's of attachment to specific results, fears, or even rigid plans, we create space for things to flow naturally and align in ways we couldn't have predicted. Letting go doesn't mean giving up or being passive. It's about releasing resistance and allowing life to unfold as it will. When we stop forcing things, we open ourselves up to the possibilities and opportunities that are already in motion, often leading to more effortless and harmonious experiences. In this sense, letting go is an act of trust, trusting that things will unfold as they should, even if we don't have complete control over them. When we embrace this mindset, we often find that everything starts to fall into place in ways that feel more aligned and fulfilling than when we were trying to force an outcome. This statement speaks to the deeper reality beyond appearances, the recognition that everything happening in the world is part of a greater, harmonious whole. Look for the one beyond your seeing suggests turning inward or looking past surface-level perceptions to discover the underlying unity that connects all things. It's a call to experience life from a deeper place of awareness, beyond the confines of ordinary perception. Sing and clap because the whole ocean is a bit of foam highlights the idea that the universe, vast and seemingly infinite, is composed of countless moments and expressions, just like the foam on the ocean is part of the ocean itself. Nothing is accidental or separate. Everything is interconnected, and every moment is part of the larger flow of existence. When we realize this, we can celebrate life fully, knowing that every aspect of it, even the smallest, is part of something much larger and meaningful. When the statement says, "No accidents are happening here," it invites us to trust in the flow of life, even when things may seem chaotic or unexpected. Everything is unfolding as it is meant to, and every moment holds meaning when we see it from this perspective. The message encourages embracing life with joy and acceptance, fully participating in the dance of existence, knowing that there are no true accidents, only divine order at play. This is a beautiful metaphor for self-care and personal growth. Like the sun, we must first nurture ourselves and cultivate our own inner light before we can truly share that warmth with others. If we don't take care of ourselves, if we don't shine our own light, we may find it difficult to give authentically or to offer genuine support to the world around us. Shining upon yourself means focusing on your own well-being, inner peace, and growth. It's about cultivating self-love, self-awareness, and self-compassion. Only when you have this strong foundation can you extend that same warmth to others, offering kindness, understanding, and support. By nourishing yourself, you become a beacon of light, and naturally, that light will radiate outward, positively affecting the world around you. It's a reminder that taking the time to care for yourself isn't selfish, but essential. When you're filled with love and peace, you have so much more to give. This perspective flips the typical definition of success on its head. In a society where success is often measured by material possessions, status, or wealth, true success lies in how much joy and fulfillment you experience in life. Joy is a much more reliable and lasting marker of success, as it comes from within, not from external circumstances. When you focus on cultivating joy, whether through relationships, personal growth, creativity, or simply appreciating the present moment, you create a sense of richness that no amount of money or possessions can provide. Joy nourishes the soul, while external achievements can often feel fleeting or hollow. By prioritizing joy over material pursuits, you shift your energy toward what truly matters in life: connection, contentment, and a deep sense of inner peace. Success, in this sense, becomes about embracing life fully, enjoying the journey, and finding happiness in the small, meaningful moments rather than in the accumulation of things. This quote speaks to the idea of cultivating a space within yourself that is alive, open, and nurturing. A green tree symbolizes a heart that is full of life, growth, and vitality, one that is fertile with love, kindness, and openness. When you keep this inner space vibrant and welcoming, it naturally attracts positive things, like the singing bird, which represents joy, inspiration, and beauty. The singing bird is a metaphor for the rewards of living with an open, loving heart. When you foster positive energy and nourish your inner world, beautiful things, whether they are moments of joy, creative inspiration, or meaningful relationships, begin to flow into your life. It's a reminder that by nurturing your own inner peace and positivity, you create an environment where good things can grow and flourish, even if they seem unexpected or unlikely at first. When your heart is full of life, it invites those moments of grace and beauty to come to you. This is a beautiful balance between lightheartedness and discernment. The little foolishness represents the willingness to embrace spontaneity, joy, and a sense of playfulness in life, allowing yourself to enjoy the present moment without overthinking or being overly cautious. It's about finding joy in the simple, often silly things that make life colorful and fun. On the other hand, the little wisdom helps you navigate life with awareness, ensuring you don't fall into patterns that may lead to unnecessary harm or regret. It's the wisdom to recognize what truly matters and to make thoughtful choices while still leaving room for enjoyment and occasional folly. Together, these qualities allow for a life that is both fulfilling and balanced, one where you savor the beauty of the moment without being weighed down by mistakes or worries. The key is to enjoy life with a light heart, while staying mindful enough to avoid the pitfalls that come with thoughtless actions. This beautifully highlights the interconnectedness of human experience. No matter how much we give, care for, or provide for others, we too are vulnerable to the same needs and desires. It's a reminder that even those who play roles of strength, care, or wisdom are not immune to the need for support, love, and appreciation. The healer needs healing because everyone, no matter their capacity to help others, needs moments of nurturing for themselves. The planner, often consumed by organizing life, needs surprises to remind them of the joy of spontaneity. The giver, who selflessly offers, also has the right to receive the same love and care. The thoughtful and considerate individuals who think about others' needs also need to be thought of and cared for in return. This dynamic shows that true balance in relationships is found when we recognize and honor the needs of others as well as our own. It's about mutual respect, care, and the understanding that everyone, regardless of their role, has moments when they need support and kindness. Only when we open ourselves to both giving and receiving can we cultivate meaningful, balanced connections with others. This reflects a profound shift in perspective, from the constant mental chatter and distractions of the mind to the pure, unfiltered experience of being present with the natural world. The artificial entertainment created by thoughts and words can often pull us away from the deeper, more authentic experience of life. When we step back from this and quiet the mind, we reconnect with the beauty and wonder of the world around us. The universe in its natural state offers endless wonders that can fill us with awe and joy. The birds, stars, and clouds are not just objects or phenomena, they become part of a larger, living dance that we are a part of. By embracing the present moment and letting go of mental noise, we open ourselves to the divine and miraculous in everyday life. In this state, we feel as though the universe itself is in harmony with us, making us feel both small and deeply connected, yet incredibly important. This is the essence of true contentment, when we let go of artificial distractions and reconnect with the flow of nature. We feel that we are part of something much greater than ourselves, and in turn, the world seems to acknowledge our place within it. This is a beautiful and powerful reminder of the transformative power of kindness. Each statement speaks to how kindness, in its many forms, can break down barriers, heal wounds, and create deeper connections between people. Kindness is not just an action, but a force that has the ability to touch hearts, uplift spirits, and foster empathy and understanding. Share this video if you love God. Subscribe this channel for more blessings. Type yes if you believe.